All right, y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so today we have a special little gear review for y'all. We will be comparing the Agilite AMAP 3 with the Haley Strategic Flatpack 2.0. So I will say with full transparency, Agilite sent me the AMAP 3 and I purchased the Flatpack 2.0 maybe like 2 or 3 months ago from their actual website. So I will keep the review comparison unbiased, just because obviously there's no point in doing a comparison if there's going to be some bias behind it. So we'll sort of be breaking this comparison down by categories, and we'll sort of, bounce back and forth between the Agilite and the Haley Strategic. So starting with the Agilite AMAP 3, again, judging by the name, you can probably determine that this is the third generation of this AMAP backpack. So you can get this from the Agilite website for $165. Now with the Haley Strategic Flatpack 2.0, this is the second version of the Flatpack. I think there's also like a Flatpack Plus that you can purchase. I'm not really too sure on the price. Probably gonna be a little bit higher, maybe closer to like $185 or something. But yeah, with the Flatpack 2.0, you can get this for $160. So these are pretty much at the same price point. So $165 versus $160. Now, when you get the AMAP 3 itself, of course, you're going to get the backpack with this, beaver tail back here, and then it's going to come with the pack straps itself. I'm not really going to be talking so much about the backpack configuration with the straps itself. So we'll just do a little overview with the straps right here. So you can see it's got like it's kind of like a sternum strap right here, or just kind of like a chest strap. And of course the stitching is very nice. I think they call this like fusion padding. It seems pretty comfortable. It's got like the nice mesh, so it's not going to get too hot. And of course both of these have actual multicam. You're not going to get some knockoff multicam with Agilite and Haley Strategic. So with this, you have these nice clips you can take off if you want to. You have like this strip, kind of like a molly strip going down. And that's pretty nice because it's got like the threading every now and again. So if you want to throw something like a carabiner on here, you can do that, which is really nice because a lot of backpacks, so kind of just, they might throw on the strip, so you'll, attach something to it and it'll just slide down, kind of be a pain in the butt. So even these straps are pretty well thought out. You can see you got some plastic like little D-clips there. You have some more straps going across. This one's actually elastic, so if you want to stick something, maybe like an antenna, you probably wouldn't put an antenna there, but if you want to put something through here, you can do that as well. It's got the elastic and it'll hold it in place pretty well. So that's pretty much that, nothing too crazy. Now with the Haley Strategic Flatpack 2.0, you'll get the Flatpack and then you'll get kind of like, I guess you can kind of call it like an H-harness kind of thing. It's kind of just like the straps as well. So you got the same thing. It's pretty much like that chest strap there. Again, this is all solid multicam. You have some Velcro, just so you can adjust it like that. And then you also have some elastic loops on the sides, which are really, really nice. Again, it's nice to have some extra stuff like that because you never know when you want to attach something or even dummy cord something to these straps. It happens all the time where you sort of just look on your gear and find something to attach something to. So it's nice to have those extra points right there. Again, the clips are pretty much the same. You can see you have the little cuts. So if you want to take that strap off, you can do that as well with these. And then again, on the other side, you have those loops as well. So they're pretty much the same. So if you want to attach this to the Flatpack, you can rock it like that. But generally with both of these, you'll see people put them on their body armor. With the Flatpack, you can see I've attached it to my Blue Force gear chest harness, which works really, really nicely. Pretty easy to do. I'm sure with the Agilite AMAP 3, you could probably do that as well because it's pretty much just switching the clips out, or these clips will fit on the AMAP itself. So here's my Blue Force gear chest rig and it fits just fine. So both of these have pretty much the same sort of mechanisms for attaching onto your plate carrier, attaching to a chest rig, or just rocking it as a backpack itself. Now where they sort of differ on that front is kind of like how they're sold in their original configuration. So the AMAP 3 is sold with clips, so it's a lot easier to attach to clips on a plate carrier, while the Flatpack, you can sort of see, has these molly straps down here, so you can sort of attach it through molly. However, you can get a conversion kit with the Flatpack, so you can just use the clips on a piece of body armor. And with the AMAP, you could also get some conversion clips to attach it to some molly on a plate carrier. So you guys can already tell that both of these packs are very, very well thought out. And that's kind of because these aren't the first generation of these packs. So of course, this is a 2.0, this is the AMAP 3. With the previous generations, you've had users go down range and use those previous generations and bring back feedback as to what they might want to see, what the pack could improve on. So as far as the uses, both of these are pretty much going to have the same users as far as what they're using it for. So the AMAP 3 is a little bit bigger, so it's kind of like more of an assault pack, but the Flatpack is kind of just like a more condensed assault pack. So we'll sort of go into the specifics of the, the capacity and whatnot a little bit later on, but the uses are generally going to be the same, but we'll go a little bit more in depth as to the pros and cons of each. So we'll kind of go over the unique features next. So again, with the AMAP 3, you can see it's got this beaver tail here. So if you want, you can just undo these hooks right here, and you could also just roll this in. Now when you roll it in, you can see it's got this Velcro here, and it's also got some Velcro right there. So if you roll it up, you can just flip it down and attach it. I've got a patch there, it's not gonna work that well, but you can do that if you want to. And you have like a little bit of some admin space there. But I like to just keep it up. I'm not a huge fan of having a bunch of Velcro just because it gets very loud and stuck on stuff, but I do like how you have all this laser cut Velcro. So laser cut is really nice, it reduces weight, and at the same time it's Velcro, so if you want to do some patches, you can see I got one of my patches here, you can do that as well, and that's always very handy, especially on the back of some body armor. That'll come in handy very well. So you can see these hooks, the way they're oriented with these straps here. If you want, you can just fold this down and attach a placard. So if you have like a placard, you can just take those hooks, attach it to these little slots right here, and then it'll pretty much rest there. So if you want to have like some flashbang pouches, if you're like moving in a stack or whatnot, someone behind you can use that. You can have some extra ammunition, all that good stuff. Now this beaver tail itself is really nice. So you can just, if you want like a, an extra helmet, so if you want to rock like a bump helmet, or let's say if you're like a recce element, if you're rocking a boonie cover, but you want to have like a bump helmet for nods or whatnot, you can have this in the back, which is really, really nice. And something that I wish I had when I was in the service. So you can see, if you want, you can sort of just throw the helmet there, you can undo the straps and attach it like that. And again, I'm sort of just thinking from an infantry / recce perspective, because again, if you have that bump helmet just chilling in there, it'll be super nice to just pull that sucker out, especially as the sun's going down. Pull it out, mount your nods, and you're pretty much ready for some night operations. So it's very nice and it's very quick, as opposed to taking the helmets out of your backpack, and you're gonna have to put it on the top of your pack. So you can't really have anything else easily accessible. So moving on with the unique features, you can see, of course, you got the handle. That's not too unique, but then you also have these little slots here. So if you want to put like an antenna, or maybe you have like a hydration bladder on the inside of the pack, you can feed the tube through here. So that's really, really nice. I know for me, especially in the Marine Corps, you'll find yourself carrying a big goofy radio like the 117, and you'll probably just end up throwing it in an assault pack. But if you have something like this, especially with these nice slots here, you can just have that antenna feeding through here, so you won't have to like have the antenna sticking out of the zipper and opening up the zipper, because that's happened a lot and it's a huge pain in the butt. So that's super handy. And again, this can fit a bladder. I think it could probably fit like a 3-liter bladder pretty easily if you really want to. Now with the pack itself, it can zip pretty much all the way down, which is really nice. You can see you have some Velcro here. So again, if you want to throw some things on, you can do that. You have a little pouch back here, so if you want to put, like for me, I'd probably put like some maps or any sensitive documents inside here. You could also do other things like a bladder. There's also other inserts, so there's like ballistic inserts you can get for this, so you can do that. You can do a bladder, but I'd probably end up just using it for like a map or something a little bit more sensitive. Now additionally, Agilite offers like an EDC set, so there's like a padded laptop case that you can slap in here. There's also like a little EDC placard you can just put in here, and that kind of organizes everything. So, and then of course you can see right here you have a little bit of an admin pouch, which is really nice. I kind of just throw my camouflage net, so if I want to you know, throw it on my helmet or whatnot, I can do that. But again, this is a good place to put other things. Maybe if you need something easily accessible, like a map. If you're doing like a short halt, you can do a map check. Person behind you can just pull it out or whatnot. But it's just a nice space to have. It's nice having little admin spaces like that, because you will end up using them, that's for sure. And because this is a bigger pack, you can see you have some MOLLE on the side. So I just have some flexi cuffs in there, which it's just nice to have options, you know, especially for something like a backpack. You're gonna be putting stuff in there that you didn't really expect, because all of a sudden you need to take mission specific gear, and it just comes in handy. Now on the bottom, you can also see you have like some loops here, and that's really nice because it comes with these really high speed clips. So if you want, you can just slide that in, click it in place like that. If you want to take it off, you just need to undo it, take it off, and you don't have to worry about the clips. But with those clips, you can sort of use the added straps or the included straps to attach things. So let's say you have like a sleeping mat, you can attach that to the bottom of your pack super easily with these loops and the straps and these provided clips. So again, it's nice having that versatility to have that. Of course, you could also put it on the side if you want, since you do have those straps. But again, it's just options. Agilite did a pretty good job of giving you options for this pack. So moving on to the flat pack, we have our little admin space right down here. So for me, I just have a little Garmin Foretrex and then some camo sticks. So again, it's nice to have these admin spaces just so you have, you know, all the small stuff organized in one spot. So you're not just throwing it in your main pack and it's getting shuffled to the bottom to get lost in the void. So you have your Velcro here, which is really nice because the Velcro is all like camouflage and whatnot. I think it's just a very cool touch. And it's enough space for, you know, patches and whatnot. You can see you have a patch here. And then you have this other little area right here. So, I mean, I got like a multi-tool, some binos, and then a balaclava. So again, nice little compartments. And then from there you have your main compartment. So you can just, again, this is really nice because it pretty much zips all the way down to the bottom. So you can just kind of fold it out like that. I know Haley Strategic offers like some inserts that you can, you know, slap on here, but if you have any other aftermarket ones, you can put that here as well. Now you also have this cool like little rim area, and I think this is really nice. So for me, I had a map and I just folded it up and sort of left it there, and that kind of keeps it in place for whenever I open this up, the map isn't falling out. So if you have any other documents, it's nice to have that little bit of separation there as well. And then you have another little oh shit pouch right here. So if you want, you can put some more sensitive documents down there or any of that good stuff. Now this will hold a 1 liter bladder, I know that. So if you want to throw a bladder in your flat pack, you can do that as well. But again, you can get some ballistic inserts. I know Haley Strategic offers some ballistic inserts. You can get those as well for the flat packs. So you can kind of see there's a lot of similarities as far as the optional stuff you can get for these packs. So that's pretty much it for both of these. Now again, with the flat pack, a lot of people know it's famous for, you know, being able to be collapsible. So you have this zipper here. You can sort of extend the space there. And then you have this other zipper to extend it out even more. So yeah, just like that. Again, so I think fully extended, it's like 10 liters. So not a whole lot of space, but having that ability to expand and contract is really, really nice. Because depending on the mission, you can sort of, you know, configure it as best as you can, just so it's not moving around too much. And you can do that pretty much with the Agilite, just with the straps and whatnot. And again, with all the different pouches, it's nice because you can keep everything organized. So it's not just one big pouch where everything's kind of moving around a lot, because you don't want your stuff moving around a lot, especially when you're moving. It's going to get very, very annoying. Now, I will say for both of these packs, the quality is absolutely outstanding. Of course, with Agilite, they make a lot of gear for the Israeli Defense Forces. That gear is pretty much used like every single day. So Agilite knows what they need to be putting into their gear, just because, again, it gets tested all the time. Now, with Haley Strategic, everyone knows Haley Strategic. They make a lot of incredible gear, and they're sort of like broken down into Haley Strategic Partners and Haley Strategic Training. So sort of through their training pipeline, they can also develop gear just based off of, you know, their clientele and what those guys need. Now, I haven't been using the AMAP 3 as long as the flat pack, but I can tell the stitching on both of these are very, very solid. I don't have any issues with quality control. I don't think these are going to fall apart within 6 months. It's very solid. The materials themselves are very solid. It's genuine multicam. The clips on the AMAP 3 are solid, and again, it's nice because you can take them off very, very easily. So it's pretty intuitive. All the plastic parts on the Flatpack are solid. Now the zippers on both of these are YKK zippers, which are awesome because one, they're really smooth. So they're kind of like nice and quiet. If you're doing like, you know, some more stealthy stuff or you just don't want to be loud, it's nice to have those kind of zippers. And at the same time, they're strong because again, YKK is kind of like the standard for zippers. So no issues there. Both of those are very solid on that. So again, I haven't been using the AMAP 3 as long as a Flatpack, but I'm very, very happy with both of these. And I tend to like the AMAP 3 a little bit better just because, again, I do have an Agilite plate carrier. So it's very, very easy. It's very intuitive to sort of just quickly attach it and detach it. Again, you can get that conversion kit for the Flatpack if you want to take it off a little bit easier. But for the Agilite to come with that, it's a huge plus for me because someone was asking me in the comment section, like, if you were trying to get something out of your backpack, how would you do it? Now, generally when I have a backpack, I'm not going to put something in there that I need to get very, very quickly, unless it's like a breaching tool or what have you that's going to be sticking out. It's going to be easy to get. It's usually for like a team member to get. So for the Agilite to have these clips, I do have that option to quickly unclip it and take it off if I need to. And again, you can get the conversion kit for the Flatpack, so you can do that as well. But since it comes standard with the MOLLE, generally people are just going to attach it with the MOLLE and not really think about that in the future. But again, it's just things to consider as far as the original configuration for both of these. But that's pretty much it for the comparison. Again, the AMAP 3 is a little bit better suited for, you know, Agilite body armor systems just because it's got the clips. Again, you can get the conversions to attach it to normal MOLLE if you have a plate carrier that just has MOLLE. But it does have these load lifters. So if you have an Agilite's body armor system, so I have the Agilite K5, you can attach the load lifters to the straps themselves, which are really nice because it makes the pack sit a little bit higher, a little bit closer, a little bit tighter, and that kind of just helps with, you know, securing it a bit better. It does take away the ability to take the pack off by yourself, but for me, I don't really need that. I don't really need the pack in that configuration right now, so I'm totally fine and happy to have that ability. And again, the Flatpack, a lot of people use this thing. Both of these have been, you know, the previous generations have been tested in some pretty bad places. And it's just nice to have some competition between all these different manufacturers. Because again, the competition will breed that ingenuity, and you're gonna get some very, very solid and very modular products from the competition themselves. But that's basically it. So I don't really know how to say like I would prefer this over this. I like the Agilite AMAP 3 just because I have an Agilite K5 body armor system. It's very well suited for it. I do like the added space. It's very nice, especially if I'm having like a bigger radio. I can have that with some more stuff on the inside. You know, you have like the openings here. So if you want to have a bladder, you can keep that in here as opposed to the Flatpack. If you put a bladder in here, it kind of takes up a lot of the space. So with the Flatpack, it's going to be a little more lightweight. It will be kind of a pain in the butt if you need more space and you have the Flatpack attached to the MOLLE, because you're just going to have a pack on top of a pack, and that's never a fun time. So I do like the added space with this because I know when I'm rocking the AMAP 3, I don't really need to have anything else as far as like a one-day trip. Of course, if I'm doing recce, if I'm going to be doing like a 3, 4, 5-day mission where I'm going to be self-sustaining, I'm probably going to need a bigger pack anyway. But it's nice to have this for those lighter missions, those one-day missions where I can have all my mission essential gear in my backpack. And again, the Flatpack is really solid, but I think it's just a little bit more suited for some lighter loads, or for people who have teams where you can disperse the gear a certain way and it kind of just works out by itself. But yeah, the decision is really up to you guys. Again, I will say I'm trying to keep this as unbiased as possible, even though Agilites were awesome enough to provide me with this amazing pack. And I was happy to spend the money on this Flatpack as well, because now you can see it's kind of like part of my little recce setup here. So both of these are amazing backpacks, so it kind of just depends on what you're going to use it for. And I think with the AMAP 3, you get a little bit more options or versatility as far as the space, and it's just a little more convenient overall. But both of these are really great. It's kind of up to you to decide what you want to use it for and what you really need out of it. But let me know what you guys think about this comparison down in the comment section. Again, it's nice to do this comparison. We can kind of like shed light on all the awesome features that these have, or if it's different equipment, you can kind of like shed light on all the, you know, annoying nuanced things that the equipment has. But again, both of these are solid, so whatever you choose, you're not going to go wrong. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, what the AMAP 3 or the Flatpack would be more well suited for. Again, this is just my opinion, just based off of what I've used in the military and what I've used in civilian life, as far as like Osprey packs and Mystery Ranch packs and whatnot. So I kind of know what I prefer, and you can sort of base your opinions off of what you know as well. So if you guys have any experiences or opinions to share down in the comment section, feel free to do it. I'm always welcome to that awesome discussion. It's nice to sort of build our community and sort of educate each other based off of what we've seen, or, you know, what we've seen works and what doesn't work. So if you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I do gear reviews every now and again, but generally it's just general military stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review regardless. Thank you for watching. That is it for this video, so I will see y'all in the next one.